All right, Schlockmeister fans, it's Party des Grands, also known as Death Weekend or House by the Lake. Exploitation. Let's check it out. Our movie starts with a couple. That is Diane and Harry.
I've got nothing against dentists. I think they're very important.
He's a dentist inviting her out to a summer place he has. While they're driving up, they run into some thugs on the side of the road. Well, they switch drivers and Diane takes over. But she ends up running them off the road.
You goddamn fucking cunt.
Gorgeous country. We're almost there now.
So as they get to their destination,
miles of privacy.
our thugs manage to get their car out. It's interesting, he has a little area in his house where he can spy on her while she's taking a shower. He's told her that a bunch of people are coming up here for the weekend. They just met. Meanwhile, our thugs, living the thug life, they're looking for the two of them now.
I bet you know everybody around here. I guess you could say that, just about. Who's the vet? Well, it ain't me, I can tell you that.
He didn't ask you that.
What?
No shit.
Yeah?
You know that man's brought a different girl up here every weekend this summer?
Yeah. Listen, do you know where we could find it?
Well, yeah, you just go out here and you turn right. You go about 2 miles. Big gates. There you go.
Weekend.
There's no one else coming up.
What?
There's no one else coming up.
You explicitly told me that all these other people were coming up for the weekend.
Come on now. I think it's the best idea you've had yet.
Well, will you just wait until I get my stuff and then drive me to the nearest bus depot?
Sweetheart, there's the road. You just get your things together. I'm sure you'll find a way.
So he's going to make her find her own way home when she doesn't want to be there any longer. But our thugs found their way in the house.
You screaming, I'll knock your teeth out.
You shut the fuck up. Just a minute, huh? All right, guys, it was an accident out there, you know, on the highway. I'm sorry for what happened on the highway.
A man of
Here
your
he gives him
stature should have
$400 bucks.
$400 on him, huh?
That's all the cash I have. I could get more if you gave me time.
Harry's got a boat and two of them decide to play on it. They don't treat his toy very well, though. Harry causes diversion by getting into a fight, and then Diane takes off. Don Stroud plays Lep, the leader, and he catches up with her. He's got other things on his mind, too.
Nothing gets me off quicker than your fight. You are incredible. You don't give a shit what I do to this charming lady. You don't even give a shit what I do to you, do you? Huh? Right? What's your car? Boat? Huh? This crap house? I mean, this means something to you, don't it, Harry? Yeah?
They then start to trash the place. Harry pleaded with them to stop, but they don't. Lep gets a hold of a gun. And then he goes all the way by shooting Harry. Then the other guy's gonna take a shot at Diane. But she's got a surprise for him. She's got a shard of glass. She runs out the window, and then the other two see some blood come from under the door. Then she lures him in the boathouse and starts the place ablaze. Then she's out in the woods, and another one is lured out after her. He falls into some quicksand. Lep is the last one standing now, and he's stalking her. There's Harry. She's trying to hotwire the car while while Lep shoots at her. She eventually does get started and kind of haphazardly rides around the field.
Get out of my way!
That's the end of Lep. It's also the end of our film. All right, let's talk about Party des Grands, otherwise known as Death Weekend. If you look really close on the bottom there, it says Death Weekend, also known as The House on the Lake. This is a movie that I used to see. None of my local video stores had Death Weekend back in the 80s, but I'd seen a few stores out of town that had it. I was aware of it. Never actually acquired it, saw it, nothing. The first time I ever saw it in my life was today. The movie is 47 years old. It's a Canadian film, so it's Kenexploitation, starring Brenda Vaccaro and some other dude who I don't recognize. Don Stroud was the bad guy. So anyway, this movie kind of had a little bit of a vibe of like I Spit on Your Grave to me. It's kind of a revenge horror movie thing. So this rich dentist has picked up this fashion model, Brenda Vaccaro, and he's invited her out to this lake house that he has for the weekend. Now, he has told her that we're going to have other guests too, but really there are no other guests. He just wants to get her up there to try to get laid. Apparently he does this with a different woman every week or every other week, whatever. Anyway, so when they get up there, she's not having it. She's like, I don't really know you. This isn't my thing. You know, where are the other guests? He admits eventually that there are no other guests. So she's irritated and she wants to leave. And he's like, well, get the hell out of here then. I don't care. So anyway, he leaves. He actually leaves for a few minutes, comes back and says, I apologize. But when he comes back, the house has been invaded by these four hippie types. Now, earlier in the film, the very beginning, they had a conversation with these thugs on the road where they were kind of playing chicken with each other a little bit. The thugs were the bad guys, and they end up driving them off the side of the road. So they're pissed off. The car's got some damage to it, so these four guys want revenge, even though it was their fault to begin with. They basically take over the house. They ransack the things. There's always a threat of violence over there. At one point, one of them starts to sexually assault Brenda Vaccaro's character. But when she stops fighting, he pulls back because apparently he likes it when a woman fights. And when he doesn't, I guess he can't keep it up. I don't know. Anyway, things escalate. At one point, one of the guys gets a gun and ends up shooting Harry. That was the name of the guy, the dentist, killing him. Well, Brenda Vaccaro's character, she escapes, and then she's on the run. She's running away. At that point, it becomes a revenge film. She, one by one, she ends up eliminating them. One of them, she was able to, she was getting assaulted by the other one. She grabbed a piece of glass and slit his throat after he finished. Then she was being chased outside and ended up in like this boathouse or something, started it on fire, killed another one, lured another guy into the woods where he fell into some quicksand, and instead of saving him, she pushed his head under, And then basically we're left with the one guy, the main guy, played by Don Strada at the end. There's a confrontation. He's got a gun. She's got a car. She hot wires it, and she's kind of running all over this field. Eventually, she runs over him and crushes him, and that's basically how our film ends. So that is Party de Grand. Now, I've read that this is a German steelbook. I mean, it is a steelbook here, but that's French. I mean, I'm not totally adept on French and German language, but I'm pretty sure that's French. So maybe this isn't, although that's Es begann ganz friedlich, that looks like German. So I don't know. Whatever the case is, this movie's never been released on DVD in the United States, at least not an official copy. But this is a Blu-ray combination, Blu-ray DVD combo steelbook from overseas. Wow, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I'd never seen this before, and I was interested in seeing it, so I went out, and I know some fans really like this film, so I figured it was time for me to see this movie. And you know what? I did enjoy it. Again, it's got a little bit of nudity in it, from Brenda Vaccaro's character. Just nice little revenge flick. Again, it gave me kind of a vibe of I Spit on Your Grave. There you go. So anyway, that is Death Weekend, House on the Lake. You can get this overseas in Europe, some PAL DVDs and Blu-rays, obviously. Maybe there's some bootlegs of this floating around as well. I'll leave a link to something on Amazon down below, and you should get this film and check it out. It's pretty good. Check it out. Death Weekend, House on the Lake, Party de Grand. Watch it. Leave some comments. Bye.